It is June 5th, 2024. I haven't streamed or uploaded anything for a long time. This is just to cover a very specific instance. Since we've whatever uploaded anything last, we actually got funded. So we passed our tryout with flying colors. You know, we did really well. This is our second day trading the live account, and we had a massive drawdown, max loss, $3,000. We had a positive day the day beforehand. I think we were like $400 something. So we have a little bit of wiggle room, but we've taken a big hit, and we need to review exactly why, like where things went wrong in the session. Um, so let's go over this. Let's get rid of us here. Um, so yeah, let's look at the actual just trades we took here. So yeah, I mean, the obvious thing here is just stop placement. It's very bad. I think we were up 150 at one point here. Caught this little short, but overall, really, I mean, even going into the day, we'll review this. But we had this. Just generally, right now, we're in this massive uptrend. So, we should be taking 70% longs or something like this. And we were kind of, because we're very contrarian in nature when we trade, so we were trading against this market all day, and it's just very frustrating. And I just couldn't accept being wrong on this session, and it really fucking bit me in the ass. Let's see where we were getting short from. Let's see, from 29 we were getting short, and then kind of this 39 area as well, it looks like. Okay, just so I can see where that is. All right. So here on the session, you can see we were just kind of in this fast trend all day. It's kind of messy looking, but essentially, we had this kind of big rally from this point. We've been just hyper bullish ever since, but we've had these reclaims for most of these days. We're pushing forward, we're reclaiming. We're kind of basically just pulling back, and we really started to see this thing start to hold. We started to see this thing, we're going to start maybe trying to target, this big high here. So this is the high that was very prevalent in this session. Just make it bigger so we can see here. This is the high that was very prevalent in this session. And you can see it took place at this low volume node. We had it marked on the day here. So basically, coming into the session, we had kind of the short idea from 29, I think. Kind of 29. I think we caught initially some of this. That could have been the overnight as well. And we were really looking to get long. We missed it because we walked away, but when this market dropped here at this 307, 308 area, at this pretty much at this, there's this gap here, and it was right at this kind of low node here. It was kind of a breakout pullback holding of this area, and we just rocketed from there. So we were just kind of trading in the direction we knew we didn't want to be trading that direction. I don't know how we can fix that. It's just that element of randomness. But so I don't think it's a practical solution. I think we can continue. Our contrarian trading style works most days. It's days like this where we just fast trend up. That's where we have very little edge, because it's just the probability that's so low. I mean, we've had I think 15 trading days in a row of winning. Because days like this tend not to happen. There tends to be some reclaim. There tends to be something. So days like this are days where we can lose all day. We can lose all day. We have to keep our stops tight. And I'm fine with even losing this full amount. But I'd rather be failing like 15 times instead of this. Just because those probabilities are way further in our favor. So yeah, let's see. What were our trade ideas here? We had this short from 29 when we first came up and tested this in the session. So that was around, yeah, I think here. So we had this highlighted green value area we were kind of eyeballing all day. I think we were getting short right here. We were also getting short here. 28. Wait, no. We're getting short here, 28. And also at 32, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So here. We were getting short here. I think we made a little bit on this. And then we got short again here at this 34. This is kind of this half gap. We were suspecting this to, it worked out for a second too. And we did take profit here. And then we started scaling in shorts basically all the way up here. 36, 37, 38. So here on the yearly, what was that? Okay, yeah. So this was at there's this very prevalent gap in the session here with this low node. So we knew, and I knew we were going to want to pop this high as well. So we knew there was opportunities to maybe get short here, kind of fade it back to the middle or to the other side of the gap. And the sad thing about this, I think there was probably, 3 times to get out where we were at break even, which was here on this pullback. We were at break even. On this one, we were actually up 100 or something. And we had one more time. So we had 3 opportunities to get out during the session, which is just really frustrating. And then despite all of that, it ran against us, and then we had another opportunity to get out here, maybe for a smaller loss. And we're stubborn. We just held it pretty much, and then we got chopped up right about here. Oh no, here. This is where we got max stop lossed out. So just a very frustrating session. The remedy to this is just to be okay with being wrong. It's a very hard thing for me to accept in this because most days I'm right and most days things go well. But this one day, it's really about fixing this one day, preventing this one day from happening. And giving the breathing room usually works in my favor, but not today. Days like today would just ruin whatever. It could ruin it, like everything. You fuck up bad enough. I think one thing we failed to have mark was this previous value area here on the 3-year. We had this area formed, so there's kind of like all day was basically just this. We had a good read on the key levels, but it's basically just breaking out, pulling back, breaking out, pulling back, and we really started to hold and really started just to squeeze. And also, I mean, on NQ here. Let's look at NQ. So on NQ, because they're so correlated, I mean, yeah, same thing. We rallied all day, but we were at basically all these highs. So, I think we were maybe looking to get short here, but it's interesting. We had these really big, thick value areas, and we just ran across them on all of them, and we didn't even get a retest. So these levels here are very key. I mean, I'm expecting the markets to want to come back and retest these at some point. But in the overall market, just the overall narrative of the market is just the fact that, basically the Fed's not going to be cutting interest rates anytime soon, it looks like. So the market is just going to want to continue to rally. And overall, in general, because our financial system is so fucked up, the market's basically in a permanent rally. So shorts, when the market goes short, I mean, we really sell off. We really dump very quick. You can make a lot of money very quick. But generally, our bias should almost always be long. It's very contextual, but a long is so much safer than a short. So I might just be trying to long here. I think the market stopped here, this 103.50, and this is the VWAP, the yearly standard deviation band high. Looks like we tested, let me see if this rectangle, between the recent high, pretty close, not quite. There's more of this level. 3975. Oh, I guess it was just a halfway point between this level and this level. So whatever, we'll just keep that mark. That might be important tomorrow. I'm trying to give other thoughts. I mean, we're really getting, and I don't like, my charts always seem very messy too, but I'd rather have, I don't want to miss out on any key significant areas. So far, these trades that really seem to be working out is these gaps, these gap trades, where trading the low nodes in the gap, the halfway points, the breakout pullbacks, is almost always the safest way to trade. Breakout pullbacks. Almost everything is a breakout pullback here, though, so it's very relative. But picking these very specific points are very key. We have this low node here. Like, most of our reads, these little scalps work, and we might just need to continue scalping because we have had the most success with that. Man, it's just frustrating. But we're really getting very good at trading this 3-year. It's getting better and better and better. You know, every day we trade. We need to kind of, we need to be okay with losing. And this area where this was invalidated, this 39. Let's see, we were getting short at, let's see, 30, basically 36. Okay, I see what we're doing here. Let's just look at this one more time. So we were getting short, basically, yeah, I think we were looking for the short here at the edge of this gap, this 35. We thought, you know, this was kind of the edge. And so if we're trading this gap, we really need like either this low node here to be the stop placement, this 37, or this 39. You know, if we're trading the edge of this gap, which is kind of here, it gives us that little bit of breathing room. But we're looking for this thing to kind of really want to maybe sell off, and there's a bunch of stops to run below. There's just so much buying pressure though. But so we were trying to fade the edge of this gap, kind of pick this high out, and it didn't. We blew through the gap and basically just held at this kind of mid pivoted this low node and this one here. So kind of breakout pullback, and it held this gap and continued. So I mean, this trade idea isn't even awful. And maybe getting short from here. You can see that this one also worked at this low area. We were kind of trading inside of this gap here for a minute. And as we started to break out, we started to get in kind of this open space, this open area. Yeah, it's just, you know, we're kind of a no man's land here a little bit. But we have way more of a roadmap on ES, so we're going to be leaning on a lot on ES tomorrow, just because there's nothing. We have the high edge of our VWAP here, so whatever. We'll call it there. I think we just, I mean, we have to leave with some type of remedy for this. The remedy was to put the stop at, you know, this 39. Look at where our entries were. They were at the edge of the gap. They're pretty good. But we should have gotten stopped out. This 39.40 max, you know. And we have to realize that our idea was just invalidated. But these fast trend days, man, they're so rare. So, and you know, our entries they really weren't awful. But we were, I don't know. We just have to fucking keep our stops tight. I think. Or I don't know if we just need to learn a way to accept these on the fucking chin. But yeah, days like this, maybe we're just gonna have losing days like this. I don't know. It could have been we were scaled in too big. I don't know. I think we need to scalp and keep our stops tight. That's probably the move. Anyway, we'll call.